Hey everyone, this is Wei and welcome back. Let's do another portrait drawing, and this time we'll draw Ragnar from the show Vikings. So let's get started and I'll talk about the process along the way. Alright, so let's draw this portrait, and I'm just gonna start out with his right eye. And this is it's a pretty cool character. Definitely got a good look. I haven't really watched the Vikings series. I'll probably pick it up one of these days. So, alright, let's see. Okay. So drawing his eye, I'm just gonna start off on the left side. So I'm gonna put in, let's put in a little bit more detail. Alright, so this is gonna be kind of like a, frontal view. So it's gonna be a little bit symmetrical. So I'm just gonna draw in, let's see, his eye. And I'm using a 6B, very soft. Hopefully very quick. And then that looks okay. So I'm gonna continue on. I'm just gonna draw this eyebrow. All right, let's see. All right. So you see like this eyebrow here, you can actually just kind of block it in like that, just kind of see like the bounding box. And that's one way of doing things, because you can actually just kind of map out the features and stuff. But all right, let's keep going. I think that looks okay. So moving on, and it is pretty flat. It looks like it's pretty leveled. So I'm just gonna go straight across, and then let's see, one eye space will be right around here, right? If I double it, and his eyes are pretty close. I mean, might be a little bit closer than one eye, but it's close enough. So I'm just gonna use that rule. Okay, and then let's go. This eye is a little bit different. Looks like it's got a little double lid. So those are the little features that kind of brings out the likeness, right, of him, because one eye is a little bit lower. Oh, it could be the expression too. So, all right, and then I'm gonna just block in his brow. Then here's the corner right here. It's darker, and the brow meets up right around there. Probably a little bit lower. Okay, I think that's this shadow part here. So this is in shadow, so you can almost kind of just block it in too, because shadow itself has obviously has a kind of contour, right? So this whole block can actually just do something like that. You can just kind of block it in for now if you don't want to shade it in. It's a pretty normal way of drawing, so that I can kind of block everything in first before you shade. So I know it's slightly different from what I've done before, but it's kind of whatever you want to do, just kind of want to experiment with different things. All right, so his nose going down, I'm just measuring, looks like it's from the corner of the eye straight down, and then the angle from this, probably somewhere right there. So that would be his wings of his nose, and then on the other side, kind of going down, is right around, same place. It's pretty symmetrical. Maybe a little bit, I might have drawn it a little bit too wide, but all right, let's just go with it. Sometimes it's like, I don't know, sometimes I feel kind of bogged down a little bit, on the lightness. I mean, I wish I could get it more accurate, right off the top, but again, it just kind of takes practice. I think I've gotten a little bit better, ever since started doing more of this YouTube stuff. I think definitely been able to draw a little bit more accurately right off the bat. All right, so like his mustache here, I'm just gonna make a kind of block it in. Looks like there's a slight tilt, right? And it's kind of going through all the way here. So you kind of, I know it looks kind of funny, right? But I'm just kind of block it in, and then his lip is right under here. See, the line is probably right around here. All right, and then it kind of goes up a little bit. It looks like definitely a little bit of expression. And again, the corner of the lip, I'm going to just double check it, and it goes up to his eye, right? And so now I can do, there's a little shadow area right there, so I'm gonna just block that in as well. And then here's this little lip, and this part is in shadow. All right, so you notice I'm kind of skipping the beard a little bit because that's just kind of shading, right? I mean, his mustache is kind of just this kind of shading, so it doesn't really, as long as I block it in, I think you can always come back to it and shade the rest. All right, let me see. Yeah, I don't know, something's crooked. All right, let's just keep going. All right, going back up, let's do his face. So his spacing, yeah, right around there. And then his ear is a little bit higher because it looks like he's looking down a little bit. And it's right around here. All right, let's do the face first so I can, before I go out too far, because looks like I might be a little bit off. Okay, his beard straight down. Kind of like this. All right, and then right here, right around the corner, I'm just kind of checking. Looks like it's straight down like this. I'm checking this spacing here. Looks like it's kind of wide. All right, his beard comes down here. Yeah, it gets a little bit messy. Very messy actually with the beard. All right, let's go down. Let's see, cheekbones right here. Okay, got to do this straight down. All right, yeah, I haven't drawn much portrait with a huge beard like this, so this is kind of I guess a little bit new. And I know some of you guys have asked on techniques on shading these kind of beards and mustache, so it's kind of just like hair. I mean, it's just a lot finer. Important thing is to not get too bogged down by it. I think if you try to do every individual strands, and I think if you go into too much detail, you're gonna get yourself in trouble. All right, let's do his ear. His head, like his ball. His ear probably somewhere around here. Right, I'm gonna go up. You guys can see this. I might not even go that far up because there's not much going on there. This ball, and then it's got this kind of like, I don't know what you call this hairstyle. It's like an oversized mohawk thing. All right, then his ear. Same as the other side. Then right around here. Okay, yeah, just placement, quick placement. All right, so let's get back to the eye. I think it's okay. All right. Sorry if I'm a little rusty. I haven't been drawing on a daily basis, so it kind of, sometimes you lose a little bit of edge and you slow down a little bit. Hope I can get that back as I continue to draw more. All right, shading. This side of the face is in the shadow, and let's darken up the eyes. This shadow right here, corner of the eye, and then the lid overhangs, and then we're gonna do pupil. All right, making the edges darker because that's how his eyes are, and actually most people. The corner right here is dark. Here's the lid. This part's darker, and let's see the lower lids. This is darker here. Slightly harder line, and then here is leading back to the cheekbones right here. It's a little bit of shading. So yeah, right here is a little subtle. I mean, actually, this whole place is in the shade, so I should probably just give it a very light coating, right? Or else I won't be able to show these kind of highlight if I don't. Like this highlight right here on his eye, I won't be able to show if I don't give this overall coating. All right. A little bit of cross hatching to get a little bit more definition. Okay. His nose, let's see. This is dark, going all the way across. All right, let's do the other eye too. Okay. I think it kind of looks like him, right? Not too bad. Hopefully I can achieve that, you know, the manly look. He's definitely very GQ. Especially with those blue eyes. I doubt that's real. Let's see, all right, this is highlight. I'm trying to keep the highlight, but if I don't, it's okay. I can always erase it back out. All right, let's see. Okay, here's his shadow. Okay, this part's darker. Actually, all this is in the shade. I should shade it a little bit darker. All right, yeah, he's got a lot of little, you know, definitely the manly features. So it's a little subtle. The nose. This part's dark right here. This pinches in. You see this? This is important because the highlight narrows, right? You see this, so it kind of goes in a little bit, and it gets a little bit harder right there. I might have over exaggerated, but. You know, sometimes it's nice to exaggerate the features a little bit, you know, like the hardness of the shape, especially in drawing. You know, it really helps to, you know, give it life, you know, because if you just kind of shade it exactly what you've seen, then as you see in the reference, you know, sometimes it's a little bit too subtle, you know, and if you exaggerate it, like, you know, this kind of shadow area, you know, it gives it life, right, just by making these edges a little bit darker, and it's a lot more interesting. That's what I like about drawing. It's just, you know, giving the drawing life, you know, giving it your own expression, so that it's not exactly like the reference. All right. Yeah, I think it's getting there. All right, let me do a little bit of the mustache, and I'll probably finish off the rest with the speed drawing. All right. Okay, let me see. His mustache, so it's kind of like hair. You know, so I'm seeing, here's some shadow, right? So I'm gonna make that dark, and then here's a little bit lighter, and then this part's dark, and there's some shadowing going on here, right? I don't want to go too dark, and then here's the shadow from the nose, and the shadow on the nose makes the hair darker, so that's why you see this, right? This area a little bit darker, and then here, see this. And then this part here is really dark. I mean, it could be my display here showing the reference. Looks like I can't see a lot of detail right here. So, all right, so his hair. So just kind of give it some suggestion, like here, blending into the cheeks, and then this part gets darker. So he's got short beard, right? So it's kind of like when you shade it, kind of keep your strokes a little bit shorter, so that, you know, each of your stroke will actually kind of represent the hair a little bit. Here, there's a lot of little, yeah. Could get a little crazy. So, you know, just kind of like just try to see the major stuff, you know. That's what I'm trying to do. Let's see, this is darker area here. And then, all right, let me just make sure I'm in frame. And then here's stripes here. And then let's continue right here so I can keep going. Okay, it's lighter as it feathers out, you know. It's not as thick. And then it gets to these lighter part. Now this part could get crazy, right? Because it's like some in shadow and some isn't. So you can kind of just do, I'm just gonna do something like this. Just shorter strokes. I think I'll go in eventually with a electric eraser and kind of erase out, you know, gets just a little bit of curls and stuff, and that way you can get back some of the highlights. And because you really can't draw that, you know, I mean, if you draw that, you can, it's a little too crazy. like to try to leave the whites of the paper is a little bit difficult. Or you can actually go in with paint and stuff, like acrylic or gouache, just a white paint, and just kind of do a couple of lines. That would work. Okay, so that's kind of how you can do a mustache like this and a beard. It's very, I mean, it's exactly like doing hair, right? It's just a little bit shorter and a little bit finer. But again, don't go crazy on it because you don't want to spend your time doing that. All right, so I think, this is looking okay. I don't know if it looks like him or not, but something's off with this eye. All right, I'll try to adjust it on the way, and I'll finish this off with a speed drawing, and I'll be right back to show you how it looks. Alright, I'm back and here's my final drawing for this character. Yeah, I think overall I got the lightness on this side, but then this eyes I think it's a little bit too high. Something is off, so probably could be a little bit closer in too. Yeah, I think I got his eyes a little bit too far. But I mean, overall, yeah, it's kind of a fun sketch. The beard and the mustache, I kind of went in with an electric eraser and just kind of gave it a little bit more highlight, bring it a little bit back out. Just a few on the hair too, just so that I can make it look like there's a little bit more detail than than there really is. Yeah, so this kind of stuff is pretty fun to do. 6B all the way. Kind of like what I've been doing recently. So yeah, I hope you guys like this drawing. So I think it came out okay. So if you guys enjoyed this, please do give me a thumbs up, and I will see you next time.